Hey, book babes. Welcome to Two Girls, One TBR. I'm Rebecca, deep in my villain era and emotionally unavailable for cinnamon roll men over at Azrella Reads on Instagram.
And I'm Chelsea. If I'm not narrating it, I'm reading it. And you can find all the bookish chaos at Chelsea and Chapters.
We're your chaotic book besties here to destroy your TBR, one morally gray man at a time.
This week's episode, the one where we fell for a red flag.
We saw the warning signs. We ignored everyone. If he's brooding, bloody, and emotionally wrecked, we're in.
So, hello guys. My name is Anem, and knowingly here on Bookstagram community at Twisted Dreamland, your AI book artist. And I'm here to give a visual of our two book boyfriends and villains and heroes coming to life.
And you can catch her at Twisted Dreamland on Instagram.
Twisted Dreamland, yes.
So consider your standards absolutely obliterated. Now, today we're going to talk about all the different men that in our books that we consider a red flag. So, what is the last book boyfriend who made you ignore all your logical brain cells?
Rebecca?
No, for me, mine is Theon from the Legacy series. If you've read it, then you know he is a giant walking red flag.
We know.
I absolutely love him. And remember, the fourth and final book comes out I believe on the 25th. I'm super excited about it.
Yes, it's the end of the month.
And how about you, Chelsea?
See, now I'm kind of rethinking mine because I was going to say Slade Ravenger, but now I'm thinking that it
He's
is.
only green flags. Girl.
Yes, he's green flag.
He's-
So
Yeah.
I can't use him now that I think about it. So I'm going to pick, it's actually from the indie book that I'm reading right now.
Oh,
Nero.
The
I
end
hope
of
I'm
it?
saying his name right, but it's Nero, and that is in the Lycora
Nero!
Wolves series.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. Now, how about you,
Now,
Anem?
Anem, what about you?
Well, I always like crossing across with a lot of red flags. There's one that is so funny. Last month, I was reading Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden.
I have that.
So, yes, is oh my God, that is one that will say, "Oh, what I didn't read this one before." It's a completed trilogy. It's about dragons and fays and humans, and the MMC is a total red flag. So
I I have all
there's
three of
one
them
scene.
sitting on my shelf. Those books. I just haven't gotten to read them yet. But they say they're amazing.
It's such a fast read. Like I couldn't even sleep that night. I just slept like 3 4 hours because I was totally consumed. Because he has l- strong personality, like the ones that we totally love, and at the same time, he's totally sweet and devoted, and that's what. Oh, I like that.
Oh, see, I look
Yeah,
forward to
no,
reading
you
those then.
definitely. Yes, and they
Ha-
are short too.
Have you read those ones, Chelsea?
Mm-mm, not
No?
yet.
See, we need to bring you to the dark side. We got to get you reading some of these ones. Now, what
But
it
Nero has a bad side.
oh,
Yeah,
see, I
That
have to
Nero
Nero.
from
remember
the
it.
Lycora Wolves. Yeah.
Now, what is your definition of a red flag in fiction versus real life? Now, I believe every MMC and all the books I've read, because remember, I'm in my villain era, they all are walking red flags. Now, for myself personally, now, if in real life, if a guy is like controlling, he's manipulative, that kind of thing, red flag. See you later. But how about you, Chelsea? What is it for you?
We're talking about real life red flag?
Real life versus fiction. Because in
Okay.
fiction, we don't
So,
seem to care as much, but in real life, we do.
okay. So I'm going to call it like my limit, I guess is what we'll do. So my red flag in fiction, like the most unforgiving thing to me where I'm hitting a limit and I don't like this is when if he's physically abusive
Yeah.
or there's like some kind of extreme
Yeah.
non-consent,
Uh-huh.
that's like hard limit for me. I don't like that's not the kind of dark romance I want to read. And then for real life red flags, if you just have a vibe I don't like, you're a red flag.
You're a red flag. I
So,
agree.
like, you don't even have to, like, break my trust or do anything, but if you have a weird vibe, you're probably a red flag. I don't know, I feel like I have, like, that sixth sense. I can sense when people are
You have that gut feeling.
up to no good. Yeah.
Now, how about you and them?
Red flag for me on books is precisely like non-consent.
Mm-hmm.
When they are just don't care about what you really want and then just go and take it, that's
Mhm.
something that just throws me off a lot. But also at the same time, the ones that are take and don't give anything in return, the one that are like extremely take the possessive to another level, that's totally no for me.
Interesting. Now, no, these are a couple of the books that I've read that kind of they do fall in that red flag zone. Again, like I said, I'm deep in the villain era. And Anathema, truly like Zavander, he is a little violent, possessive, but he's so irresistible. The Serpent in the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Rain, he's emotionally wrecked. He's morally gray, but he's loyal to destruction. Quicksilver by Kelly Hart, Kingfisher. He's unholy levels of obsession. And then, of course, the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. Now, there's Midas. He is literally gold-plated red flag. He's an asshole. Again, all of us, I think we can agree to that Midas is awful. And
Totally.
then Slade Ravager. I mean, he is kind of a red flag in a ways, even though we love what he does. But he did rot a lot of people, kill people.
Yeah. I have to point out, I really liked Midas is literally a gold-plated red flag. So good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He is a really a villain. The ones that we don't like. I
Yeah.
was so happy
Mhm.
of what happened to him
Oh,
through the
absolutely.
books.
When you read the first book, because a lot of people, when they start the Plated Prisoner series, like people don't understand. First book is truly world building, but you're seeing Midas in a very different light in the first book because you don't really understand the
Yeah.
bigger picture of it. And he's such a dick, but yet he's a
But
dick.
you try to like him.
You
Yes,
try.
you're like
Yeah.
it's almost like you're
Yeah.
getting that same feeling, like that brainwashing that she's getting. Like, I was almost rooting for her to, like, get his attention again. And I'm like, "Ew, why am I hoping that she can get his attention again?" He's after you've actually read it and realized what he's doing.
Oh, he's such
It
a
is
horrible
weird that way.
person.
It's definitely a mind F for sure.
Absolutely. And Raven wrote an absolute excellent series there. And I look forward to the next book that she has. Now, she does have a new series coming out. I believe it's at the
Mhm.
beginning of the year. It's the Pied Piper. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a duology, but she did say she is going to make a spin-off of the Plated Prisoner series following
Mhm.
the other man in the books that
Riot.
we like. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. Book
The
boyfriend
unhinged.
decision. Yeah. Book boyfriend's decisions that we can't explain. Now, what is the dumbest thing that you have done because of fictional men? Now, I haven't done this, but it's just my dream. But I would love if my husband got bat wings.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if he would do. I mean, he may do that for me. Um, he probably would do that for me. But I did ask him when I was talking with Heather because we were discussing um anathema, and if you know in Zavander has piercings. We Heather and
Mhm.
I did ask
Definitely.
my husband would he ever consider getting piercings, and he told me absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
No, how about you, Chelsea?
So I'm also on that train where I want him I want him to have bat weeks so bad. But then I'd probably laugh at him when he put them on, so it would just be dumb. Um, but also, like, I get in moods when I read because obviously I am the female main character of every single book that I read. And
Of
so, like,
course.
if I'm reading a part where the male main character and the female main character are fighting, like, I will be in a mood with my husband. So that might be kind of a dumb thing that, like, I just can't explain that, but it happens.
Does he pick up on this though? Or is he
Oh, yeah,
oblivious
he
that you're
totally
mad?
does.
Oh, he picks up on that's hilarious.
He especially picks up when I'm in the mood because he can tell I had just been reading all day, and then he's like, "Oh, okay.
But
The book's good right now."
the book's good right now. Now, how about you, Anem? What is the dumbest thing you think you have done because of functional
Oh,
men?
well, although those piercings are really interesting,
Yes.
no, like to me it's like pretty normal, those famous girls and when they say that you're mine in a sexy way, that will be kind of fun to see on real life with my husband.
Oh, yes.
but but yeah, that's it.
To say you have created some of the most wonderful images of our book boyfriends
Yes.
that
Oh
I
my
have
Yes, he
seen.
goodness.
has.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you. Thank you.
there's a lot of people that do this, but what you do and how you create them, it is what I see in my mind, and you
Yeah.
bring what my mind is thinking to life, and I absolutely love it. You're my
Mhm.
favorite.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I sound repetitive a lot, but I am always so um like grateful and shocked that there's like people who really like it or in comments. And I feel like there's people who thinks like in a similar way, and I imagine towards the vibes, and that's why I need to read the book first, so then I can try to catch like the vibes,
Yes.
personalities, and all that, and that's why we can connect through them, and that's very special.
I think it's neat because that's how I met you. And I remember last year because I had just gotten back into reading and I started my little bookstagram at the beginning of October. And like it
I
was either the
remember.
end of October or the beginning of November, around this time when we're recording right now.
Yes.
It's been a
My
year since
goodness.
since I've met
It's an
you.
anniversary. It's
It
our
is.
anniversary. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
I know,
1 year already.
and it's been so wonderful that and then not long after that, then I met Chelsea because I believe
Mhm.
Chelsea and I met
Mhm.
through one of your picture
Yeah.
or your
Yeah.
artwork, and that's how we started
Out of
talking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
That is how we
Oh
met.
my god. I didn't
Mhm.
know that.
Yeah.
So,
That is
we're
so
all
cool.
interconnected.
Mhm.
Isn't
That
that neat?
that is so
Yeah.
cool.
See, you bring people together.
Ah, yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
And it's been such a wonderful journey that we've been on, you girls. It's been nice. I really it's so nice to have that sisterhood, to be able to talk books, bless
Mhm.
my husband. He does not want to hear about my books. I was trying to tell him
Mhm.
last night because I was reading Crescent City and I was trying to tell him just a little bit of what I knew, because I'm just at the beginning, the first couple chapters. And he's like, no, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And that was it. So this is why I find it just so wonderful that we all have each other that we can talk our books and
It's
and
it's
all that
just
kind
that
of
they
stuff.
don't understand. They don't
No.
understand. I was reading Eldritch, which is the first time that I'm actually having nightmares over a book.
Oh,
So I was
it's
I
dark.
was totally yeah, it's really dark,
Mhm.
and I was totally consumed because it seems I'm doing all this, not only the still, but also the trailers and the scenes and all that. So now I haven't now that habit of visualizing the book as a movie. So
Mhm.
I'm always like thinking, oh, this angle and this lighting and doing this, and that actually makes like while you're reading, making like more powerful. So there
Mhm.
was a scene, as you know, that
Oh,
can be
yes.
really traumatizing.
There
And I
the
was
whole
trying to
book
explain
is.
my husband. The whole book
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And I was trying to explain my husband, oh, you know that I saw this, and something happens to Savander, and then it happens to Mavet, and this and this and this. And then he was like, uh-huh, and why are you reading all this stuff? This is really disturbing. And I was like, no, that's just normal. It's normal.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is totally fine.
What is it they said, like, people, like, will have, like women'll have, like, something, like, traumatic going on, and then they'll sit down and they'll watch, like, serial killer documentaries to relax. So maybe
Yeah.
our books are in that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys. I'm just going to ask you a couple things, and you guys tell me which one you prefer. Now, do you prefer smut or slow burn? Or now for me, I need them both.
Yeah, I'm a both or heavy on the smut.
To have my smut. I can't go back. I can't go back to closed doors or vanilla anymore.
Yeah.
I have to have my open door, and it has to be wide open.
Anem.
Depends on the story because sometimes the plot is so good and you're totally hooked and focused on the story that this mod comes into a second place.
Mhm.
Like let's talk about Powerless. Like the MMC, he is so romantic that you really don't miss the smut feeling, like the craving, because he's so poetic and makes you
Mm.
feel so in love that you don't really need the smut.
See, I haven't
But
read
I
that.
like that.
that's a very personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I tend towards like, of course, he needs to have a little bit, not too
Yeah.
much, not too
Yeah.
much, not in the way that overshadowed the plot. The plot has to be like the most important thing,
I
and
like how
then
you
this.
said that.
Yeah.
How like
Mhm.
obviously the plot's really strong and then that he is just like the things that he does, you feel that love without needing all of it. It's like our love languages. He's like applying to different love languages, not just the physical touch part. So I don't know. I
I
get
don't
what
know.
you're saying.
Yes,
I don't know what it says about
Yeah.
me because I have to have that.
it's
I
different taste, and that's okay.
Yeah.
see. This is another thing that I love about all of us is because we all love different things, different genres and all that. And but yet the love of reading, we all come together no matter what. I do enjoy that. Now, how about this one? Now, do you prefer audiobook or do you prefer having book in hand? I like having a book in hand personally.
I'm graphic audiobook only. If it's not going to be
Mhm.
graphic audio, I'd rather have a book in hand.
Well, to me, it's both. Actually, I'm always having reading two books at the same time. So one is an ebook, uh, mostly because I have a crazy daily life. So I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to actually read a little bit. So I'd rather like to have the book on the phone. So that's for one. And the other one, the audiobook. So then I can just go to my TBR because it's so long. I need to catch him up somehow.
My TBR list is over 300 books right now.
I don't want to know how much I have.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer morally gray MMC or do you prefer a golden retriever? Now, you know what era I'm in, so you already know my answer. Mine has to be morally gray.
I like the
Why
morally
not?
gray.
You do too?
Why not both? Because they can be morally gray, but at the same time they can be a golden retriever, right? Slade, he is a golden retriever, and he's really morally gray,
Mhm.
That is
right?
true. I mean, he's morally gray in everything that he does, but for her, he is truly like kind of like a golden retriever to her. You've said that before.
Present.
You said with Cassian too. You said that Chelsea. You said
Mhm.
that with Nesta, he's kind of a golden retriever, kind of, and I
Yeah.
love him.
Mhm.
All right, now how about book boyfriend, or would you rather have villain side piece?
Can you say that again?
Book boyfriend, like a sweet book boyfriend, or would you rather have a villain side piece? Again, I'm in
Hmm.
my villain era, girls. So you know who I'm gonna pick.
Let me
I'm a,
guess.
let us guess. Villain side piece for 100?
I'm not sure.
Exactly. But would you
I
guys
would say
what would you
I would
pick?
say book boyfriend.
You'd rather have that. How about you and them?
Mhm.
Book boyfriend, hands down.
Now, would you rather have a guy that is like in our books, that's a walking red flag, or do you want to have the green flag type of guy? This is in the book world, not in real life.
Well, what do you say first?
Oh, mine's always
Mhm.
going to be a red flag.
Oh.
I told you I would be such a good captive, like how Feyre was. I know because she was a captive to Tamlin. And he said, "Oh, you get to stay in this house and you get to paint all day." I would have been fine. He's a giant red flag.
Well, I
Tamlin is
agree
a
there
huge one.
because I still love Tamlin, as you know.
I know you're
I
going to
still have a
fix him.
I'm a pro
yeah.
Tamlin too.
So then does that make us like red flags then?
I think so.
Yeah. And also, weren't we calling Slade Ravenger a green flag and he like murders people and stuff? So yeah, I think we're all team red flag.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think
Red
so.
flag.
We were calling him a green flag. So if that's if that's our green flag, then
Well, that's why we read, right? We
yeah.
read to live the stuff that we don't have a chance to live in real life. And
Yeah.
we always have the woman has always this um thought that I can fix him.
That is
So
true.
there you go. You
That
have
is
this
you.
man that is
Yes.
so morally great, and you say, "Oh, I like him. I can fix it. It's fixable. Let's do this."
I agree 100%. Now, I'm also going to throw something out here to our listeners. Now, while you're listening to us, what is your ultimate red flag book boyfriend? Drop it in our DMs for next week's episodes so we can talk about it. Now, the next thing, we're going to move into our first segment, our walking red flags. Now, I guess we should probably define truly what a red flag is. Possessive but protective, morally gray or straight up murderous, because most of them are. Emotionally damaged, yet they're so that magnetism they have. But sometimes they're the villain, but often they are the obsession. Now, for me, if I had to pick one, mine is going to be Zavander from Anathema. He's a monster wrapped in devotion. He kills, he manipulates, but he adores. Maeve, do you guys pronounce it Maveth? Is that how you pronounce her
Maybe
name? Okay.
I haven't read it
I
yet.
think so.
You haven't read Anathema either? Oh,
No, not yet. It's on my shelf, but I haven't read it yet.
we need to get you. Again, I told you you need to come to the villain side with me.
Yeah.
But he's not a hero, but he's that unholy promise and such a sexy man. I just finished Eldridge and it was so good. It was so emotionally, like we were saying, it's so emotionally damaged, and I absolutely cannot wait for book 3. And that's going to be hopefully coming out next year.
Mm.
It's such a long
Mhm.
ways away. But Chelsea,
So
what are you picking?
I thought those were, I didn't know those were a series. I thought
It's
they
a
were separate.
trilogy.
It's a
Oh.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be a duology, but
Yep.
then when she was writing the second book, she focused a lot of on Savander,
Mhm.
and he's the one who carries the book. And then she finds out, oh, this is I have so much that I want to share about him and his backstory.
Oh.
That is not enough for just one book, and that's why she's turning into a trilogy.
Okay.
It,
Mm-hmm.
now,
Good to know.
Now, people, right now with the reviews of it, like a lot. Now, myself personally, I think we absolutely loved Eldridge. I loved it, absolutely 5-star. Again, just like Anathema, sunk into my bones, amazing. But I've seen other people; they were like, they didn't like hearing as much about Zavander. But I think it's very important for the overall story that we understand what happened to him and what made him the way he is, in my opinion. So the people that are the naysayers, I don't know what's wrong with those people. I guess they didn't want to know as much, but I like that kind of thing. I like having that backstory. I like understanding him. It gives him so much more depth as a character instead of him just being a hot, sexy MMC. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So who are you
Well,
picking?
I think
Oh, go ahead.
who who me?
Oh, yeah, you were saying something. Go ahead.
Uh no, I was just going to say, like, when you read in a book and what actually makes you feel in love and have that book in your heart is how you fell in love with the characters. So in the case of Savander, now that you were like mentioning on Anathema, the first book, there Savander was just seeing like this morally gray guy
Yes.
that he just care about himself and trying like to find a cure for his curse, but there is so much depth into it. So when you're reading the second book, it's true that is maybe can be a slow pace compared to the first one, but at the same time, you she create all these is backstory for him that like you suffer with him, you living all that what he's lived through, which was horrible things.
Oh,
But at the
absolutely.
end, and when you finish that story, you ending up like, oh, this is a really good book boyfriend. This is
Oh,
something that you
absolutely.
really want to invest on. And when I was like finishing the second book, I was totally like, oh my goodness, I was so in love. Like I really like him on the first one, but on the second one is like, whoa, because you know what is behind about him
Yes.
and why he's doing all the stuff that he does and
Oh,
that he
yeah.
will continue to do.
I can't wait for Chelsea to read that series, and then you'll understand what we're
Yeah.
talking about. Because 'cause I'm telling you, it
Yeah.
seeps into your bones. So now who is that for you, Chelsea?
Okay. I've been waiting so long to talk about this man and these books, but I don't want to spoil too much. So I'm going to try to like reel it in a little bit. Zaid Meadows from Hunting
What?
Adeline and Haunting Adeline.
Oh,
Red flag, like if you've ever seen a red flag, but also has some green flags.
Hmm,
So he stalks her. That's number one red flag. But then he's like this founder of this vigilante human trafficking, like they try to apprehend them or assassinate them, like the big players of these human trafficking rings. So it's like,
yeah.
okay, now we love him because he's doing something really good in the world and hunting these people down. But then he does some kind of like and you've read these,
questionable.
right?
I have not read them.
Yeah.
They're on my
I
TBR.
know, I know what
Okay,
it
so
is. No
Anem, tell me
worries.
if you
Mhm.
agree. Doesn't it kind of feel non-consensual in the beginning when like he's like starts doing stuff to her and she's not really asking for it or like agreeing to it yet?
It's hard because I'm the opinion, like what I said in the beginning, like the non-consent and stuff. And he wasn't really so possessive that
Yeah.
it makes me feel that you want him to be like a good guy, because like he's doing this human trafficking and fighting against
Yeah.
it, but at the same time he is like forcing himself into her, like
Yes.
for her to love
Hmm,
him, and I was like,
Yes. So it's like even
not
so
my kind of thing. No, 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 no,
because
no.
it's like he knows that she wants him back. So I guess like in that way he knows that she wants it. So it's not like he's actually forcing himself, but it really feels like he's forcing himself.
sounds
Yes,
interesting.
It feels kind of icky, Rebecca. It feels kind of icky at first, but of
he
course
stalks her
yeah. But
bad.
but of course he's super hot. So it's like if you're
Hmm,
going to have somebody stalking you and
well,
forcing themselves on you, he's super hot.
he's a
So it's
good
okay.
choice.
Yeah.
I have those on my TBR list. I just haven't made it that far, but everybody
Yeah.
I've talked to that has talked about the series, they do like it. So I do look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. I don't think I was ready quite yet cuz that was my first dark romance book.
Hmm.
And I
Also was
probably
mine.
yeah, I probably could have eased into that genre a little bit better.
That was jumping in both feet into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, full send.
Yeah,
Did you finish? Did you like it?
I did finish it and I thought it was really good. Like it was very depressing though in a lot of parts. Like I was really like disturbed by it,
sounds
but
so
it was good.
intriguing now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
You're
the
going to love
feeling
it.
that because if you like Theon, probably you're gonna like Sade.
Hmm. Sounds interesting. I'm excited for
Yeah,
now.
that
How about you, Anem? Who are you picking? Who is your giant red flag?
giant red flag.
Next, mine was Evander. She picked this lovely man named Zaid. Who are you going to pick?
I was well, I will think Resent is a giant red flag. I love him. He's one of my big husbands,
Yes.
but you can you can hide the sun with a finger, right? And we cannot hide the fact that he hide the pregnancy for her when he promised that he will never hide anything
Mhm.
from her. All
Oh,
the
absolutely.
humiliations that he did during the mountain to fight is but necessary, no. Like
Yeah.
he is a very smart guy. You can come up with another plan, dude, like for real.
Oh, I
You
think
really have to make him dance almost naked, no.
I think there's a lot that we don't know yet about him. I think do I love Rhysand? Absolutely, I love him. But do I think that there is more that we don't know? Because I mean, even just like what Chelsea and I've been doing when we've been doing the deep dives of people's, theories and stuff, and some of them hold water. You know what I mean? And I think we've determined that he does not tell Feyre everything. A lot. And I
Yeah.
think there's a lot more that he hasn't told her yet. And I think we may find out in the next book. So I agree with
Yes.
you.
I Yeah, I also think that you can like change um like in a day or two. That's a long process that he has to do, and there's a lot of mistakes that he's going to do on the road. Again, like the pregnancy stuff. But let's see what's gonna happen. And another one is Theon. Your Theon
Oh, yeah.
is a huge like did he really make her be under the table?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
so shocking.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Shocking.
wait till you read the Legacy series. Now, when you
I
read the
can't.
Legacy series, everybody, all the players in the book, they're all morally gray. Everybody,
Okay.
even the female main character, Tessa, she is morally gray because she's not a sweet, innocent bystander. You can't paint her as that. But the things that happen to her and the things that he forces her to do because of his father. Yes, and when he makes her eat on the floor, that was not
That was
very
disturbing.
nice. That was not very
Mm-mm.
nice. But he's so possessive of her because of this. But wait till you read it, Chelsea. You have to.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
excited.
it's very good. And like I said, the fourth book comes out later this month, and that is the end of the series. That completes it. The way book 3 ends, um, it's like a cliffhanger, and there's so much that I want to know. There's so much because of what happens at that last book that's out. I'm looking forward to it. But he's a giant, giant red flag, Theon.
Oh, huge.
Oh yeah. So we got to get Chelsea. We got to get you in your villain era. You
I
haven't
know.
read enough villains with me yet.
No,
So,
not yet. I'm working on it though. I'm getting so close.
so close.
So close.
I got Heather. Heather read Bewitched and Bespelled already now with
Oh,
me.
Why
yay.
we don't why we don't talk about men now?
Oh,
Oh
he
my
is. We're
god.
going to talk about him because he's a giant red flag
Oh,
as well. Now,
yes, but I love him so much. Oh my goodness.
no, but now, girls, now, why do you think like this they're toxic but hot? Because that's what all our men are here. But why does it work so well in fiction? Is it because it's obsession, you know, disguised as devotion, possessiveness that feels like safety, the fantasy of being the exception? Now if he burns or if he threatens to burn down the kingdom for her, I'm ready. He's good for me. But how
Yeah.
about for you two?
I think the difference is that usually they're on some like quest, or even like I said with hunting and haunting Adeline, like he had such a big job or like such a big thing he was doing in the world to better it. And so like, but most of us were just like living average lives, and we don't have like a partner who's like, I don't know, in the CIA
Yeah,
or like,
yeah,
I don't know, they're not like an assassin. Like that's not the norm. So I guess it's just like it's fun. I guess it doesn't bother us as much because it's like something that we feel like could never happen in our real lives. I
I
don't
agree
know.
with that. I
I
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
now let's see here. These are my top 3. Now you guys can interject and put anybody you guys want to put in. But now, if I had to defend 3 of my book boyfriends, the number one that I will defend until the ends of the earth is Slade Ravenger. I will
Hands
defend that
down.
man. He can do no wrong in my
No
eyes.
wrong.
Yeah.
Uh,
No.
absolutely not. He's so hot to
Hmm.
begin with. The
He's
descriptions of
perfect.
him and
He's
Anem,
perfect.
He is
you
perfect.
Uh-huh.
you have created him absolutely. You have taken how Raven described him and have made him perfection. And then the whole part of him when he will just burn the whole world down for her.
Oh
That's
my
why
god,
I will
that's the
defend
best
him.
part ever. The
Yeah.
best part ever. He didn't care. And when he went in that revenge spree, like yes, That's my
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I because I read ACOTAR first. That's what got me back into reading, and then the second series that I started reading right after I finished, Silver Flames was The Plated Prisoner, and
Mhm.
that's how I met you because I saw the cinematic that you and Luna had done together,
Mhm, mhm.
and then I started talking. That's how I met you. But you created him, and just those scenes. It's just like it's so good. But now
Thank
that's the
you,
first one.
thank you. And
But
we
now
are still working on it.
I know you guys
There's
do.
more stuff coming. There's more stuff
Oh, that's
coming.
so
I'll show
exciting.
you.
Uh, now,
Yes.
now the next one now I will defend to the end is Kingfisher, but him as a character, um, he's just so dark and he's so dirty. He's just so dirty. I will defend that man. I will defend him till the end as well, because he is I mean, Slade is absolutely. I think maybe this is a trend here for me. It's how dirty they are, because Slade Ravenger is absolutely
This
dirty.
lady's dirty.
Oh, he
He
is
is dirty.
dirty. And Kingfisher is he's top tier
Yes.
dirty too.
On that level, though, on the Quicksilver, since we're talking about it, Carrion Swift is my favorite,
Oh,
though. Like,
oh,
He
he's
he's
good
is my
too.
favorite.
he is such a good, like, side character. I absolutely
Yes.
love him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I would
like
love to have a spin-off
Mhm.
I
of him.
oh, I agree. I agree. I think he could absolutely, because there's so much you don't realize as you're reading Quicksilver, because I don't want to say anything in case somebody hasn't read it, but
Yeah.
he hides in plain sight. I guess we'll just put it in that terms. But I think my
Yeah.
favorite scene with him in the whole book, though, is when, he had the little sprite women, and you I don't remember if you created that picture when he's with the little women that weren't they sprites, and they had to
Water
bath him.
sprites.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
had to bath him,
Oh,
and he was
yes.
dirty
Yeah.
there. Oh, and then when he said that his dick was hard because of that one. I can't remember what her name was, and he said it kind of makes his dick hard. He's dirty too. See, I think we have a pattern
Yes.
forming. Now
Yeah.
the third one for me, it's Memnum, because we mentioned him. I will
My
defend
man
Memnum. I
forever.
I love
Mhm.
him. He's so devoted. I mean, his love transcends millennia, you know what I mean? And
Totally.
when you read Bewitched, you read Bespelled, you see parts of him. But when you go back because again, I always recommend read Bewitched, read Bespelled, then read The Curse That Binds. Do not read The Curse That Binds first. But when you read The Curse That Binds, and then you see the love, and you see who the love he has for her is absolutely unmeasurable. And even though he's so bad, and he's dirty too, he's another one that's dirty.
Oh my goodness,
And
yes.
like when he
Like,
tells her
dirty is your common ground for you.
I think so. I think they're the dirty men. But those are my top three. I will defend them in book court. I will, I don't know. How about you guys? Do you have any to add to it? Who would you defend? Or did I give a good list?
I mean, I haven't met Memnon yet, but
Oh, you will love him. He's
it's too
so
hard.
good.
I can't even think of one that,
You have to
no,
go and
I
look
got
at
nothing.
Memnum. Anem has created images of him, and he is
Sure.
gorgeous.
M Manon is one of my favorites and visuals.
Yes.
I'm trying to thinking on a list for the ones that I will defend. Manon is one of them, like for sure. Because there is a lot of people who didn't like him, because one of the problems when there's a single POV is because we always saw the MNC towards the FMC, and that's not like objective, like
Yes.
because she's in love with him at the end, right? So the interesting part for this story is because he thinks she betrays him.
Yes.
So you see him as he is for everyone else, like this villain, this conqueror, the one that who schemes, manipulating, and do everything to get what he wants. And then,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, he at the end he understands that she didn't betray him, and then we see like the self design of him. But the people who start reading Bewitch is the first one, right?
Yes.
Bewitch. They didn't understand that who he really is, which is like a villain. Like he won't stop to anything to do what he wants or what he think is right.
Oh, yeah, he will do whatever he wants whenever he wants, and he doesn't care who's in his way. And I cannot wait until Bedeviled comes out. That comes out next July, and I
Yeah,
am
I
super
can't wait.
excited. I am super excited, and I think she said that she's going to have a not safe for work, artwork that you can if you follow, Laura Thalassa, her
Hmm.
newsletter, I believe
Hmm.
she's going to have some. You don't ever do not safe for work images, do you? Or do you do that?
No,
You don't ever do that?
no, no. I don't do too much contemporary because they are easier to do.
Yeah.
And also fantasy, I think is more harder to imagine. So that doesn't like perform really good. So I have read 86 books this year, and
Hmm.
see, I haven't done like all the 86 books
Mm.
because of the same reason. So
That's a
depends
lot.
on the inspiration too.
Yeah.
Now, I do know if you go onto, Carrie Lake's, onto her website, she had, Not Safe for Work, done of Zavander and Maveth,
Mm.
and I've seen it, and
Ooh.
it's very good. I don't remember, Chelsea, did I send that to you? I
You
think
did. Yeah,
yes,
you sent it
yes.
to me.
Yeah, but you know that those things it makes it makes me embarrassed.
Oh,
I
no.
I I can't. I can't
It
see
like
it.
brings it
Like
makes your face red. Yeah.
yes, it made my face red and I'm blush and I'm just like, no, 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 I cannot see this.
Well,
Let's give him some privacy.
oh,
I have
it's
no problem with pecs and like and
yes.
muscles and
Well,
see the belly, the low part, but like lower than that.
oh, it was quite the all I can tell you, it was quite the visual. I'll have to send it to you so you could the link to it so you could see it because it's, with all those piercings.
There's people who were asking me for those persons, and I have to. Well, let me explain this to you, like, take, so that you can understand.
Love it. I think it's hilarious. Maybe one day
Like, it's
you'll
so
not blush
sad
and you'll
that
make some. You can make our memnum.
maybe. Well, one day I have to did one naked, for one of the stories that I was reading, and I was so uncomfortable, and it was just a woman,
Well, let me
and
ask you
I
this.
don't.
Whenever we're reading and stuff, and they always describe it, and it's always how it, as Chelsea has said, it's massive, and the girth, as we have said, it's always it always makes me think the way the authors how they describe it when it like pops out. It reminds me of like the door jams, that are on a spring. So imagine in my mind always because when they say so if you ever do decide to create a cinematic of that, think of that, of the little door
Uh,
thing.
uh,
Stopper. It's a door
uh,
stopper, isn't it? Oh
okay,
God,
I
that makes me
promise I
laugh.
will. Oh gosh, oh gosh.
That makes me laugh so hard. Now let me ask you girls this now. What is one character who shouldn't be hot but totally is? Now, for me, it is Vince, isn't it? It's Vincent or is it Victor? What is the dad's name in the
Vincent.
Vincent in The Serpent and the
Mm.
Wings of Night? Really, he shouldn't be. It's her dad. He shouldn't be hot. But when you really look into the description, did you create Vincent? Have you created?
No.
You need to create him because he's hot and he
Yes,
shouldn't
I
be.
have such a thing for white hair men. It's so good. They always came out so good.
Oh,
I
well,
have to.
when you created Desmond Flynn, you made him gorgeous because
Oh,
he has got white hair.
this one, that one. I love a white hair man for real. Like. All the characters that have a white hair are favorites for me. I don't know why. Coincidence? Who knows?
See, you have to create Vincent. You have to put that on your
Blackwell
list.
from Phantasma.
Oh, he's a good one too, with his white hair. Our one friend
Mhm.
that's that we talked to, Tabitha, she's reading Phantasma right now, and she has
Mm.
just met Blackwell. She doesn't realize how delicious he is yet.
But she will.
Oh yeah, because he's one of my top book boyfriends as well as Blackwell. Chelsea, have you read?
Oh
You haven't
yes.
read Phantasma yet either. Oh,
No.
see, we have to bring you to the dark side here.
I
She will
need
like,
more time to
Rowan.
read. I have all of them like either saved on my Kindle or I actually have a physical TBR and I just have no time to get to them. It's so sad.
now, how about you, Chelsea? Now, who do you think is hot that really shouldn't be hot?
Okay, so at first I was thinking just based off of name alone, King Rot from Play the Prisoner series.
Mm,
It's such a gross name,
it
but then he's
is.
obviously super hot. He's
Oh,
super hot
yes.
and perfect. But then I was thinking like Osric, who's like one of the side characters in Plated Prisoner series. He kind
Mhm.
of sounds like he's like this big ogre guy and maybe isn't even that good looking. But man, I like fell in love with him towards the end.
Oh,
And then I
yeah.
was like, okay, he's kind of hot.
Anem has created him, and he is
I don't know if
delicious.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Now I need to go look.
Oh, you have to. He is very delicious.
I'm gonna look right
He's
now
like
while we're
got
talking.
that he almost
You're
has
making
like
me
that
blush.
he has that Viking big man,
Yeah.
burly,
Yeah.
really manly man, and she created him
But see,
absolutely delightful.
and when she wrote it, I was not thinking of him in a romantic way. And so because I was so focused on
Yes.
King Rod and the commander and Commander Rip. I was so focused on them that I like he was just like a whatever, he's probably gross.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
and
he's
then
so
as
not.
the story
Yeah.
progresses and then you see that little bit of him, well, we get
Yeah.
to see a whole lot of him, and,
Yeah.
with his love interest and when the things he
Mhm.
has her do in some of those scenes, it's
Yeah.
quite lovely. I do like
He's
him.
such a softie. He's so softie.
Oh,
Oh,
Behind all
yes.
these
Hold on.
broody.
oh, and when
Mhm.
he calls her his was it his Yellow Bell? Isn't that what he calls her? The love
Yeah,
interest
Yellow
he
Bell.
has? Yellow Bell,
Mhm.
and she is so not a nice person, but he sees through all that built up oh yes, there he is.
Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
Oh,
There he
yes.
is.
oh
You
Hold
yes.
on.
see it? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes. Doesn't she
Hold on, I'm
see
trying
she
not to get our
creates him
outline in the background.
perfect. She creates
So
him
good.
perfect. I'm telling you,
10 out of
everything that
10.
everything that you create. I mean, there's a lot of different, artists out there that do different ones and stuff, but the way you create them, it is what my mind sees. You know what I mean? We must have very similar thoughts of what we think these delicious men look like.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
and similar taste too.
Oh, I
I'm
agree
giving him a moment.
100% on that one. Oh, yes, there he is.
Aha, that one.
Mhm.
That one.
Okay.
Oh, he's good.
There we
So
go.
now, Anem, who is yours? Who is somebody that you think is hot that, you probably shouldn't think is hot?
Probably uh Dr. Death from
Oh,
Nauticadia, because this guy, he's smart. He kills for his
oh yeah.
experiments, and he doesn't hesitate like to kill you to find the cure for this noctisone. That shouldn't be hard, but it
Oh,
is.
and he's very cruel in a lot of ways,
Yes.
because he has his mind very separated from what he's doing to people or to certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
And the one person that you follow through that, and he's very nonchalant about it, is how I'm going to put it. He doesn't have the feelings of empathy towards that person at all, but I mean there's a reason why he doesn't have empathy, because he's not exactly a stellar person. So I understand why he doesn't care what he's doing. But Dr. Death, he's so delicious. Chelsea, you haven't read Nocticadia yet either. Oh my God. Just it's so good. Carrie Lake, she writes
Killer Lake Rose
gothic
the
romance.
best.
If you want gothic romance, that's dark, that's very spicy, because she writes spice, I think, extremely well. Because when you do get to those
Mhm.
scenes, it's not like it's like smut, 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 smut. It's in the plot. It's part of it. But it's beautifully done. I love everything I've read so far by her. So yeah, it's a good choice. Absolutely. Now, all right, now let's see here. Where am I at here? Now what is a quote that made you spiral? Now, I think all three of us can agree on this one. Is I will be the villain for you, but not to you.
Mhm.
That there, when he said that in that book, that melted me. Did that do that for both of you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that
Yes.
was just like,
Totally. Like, whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa.
this is why he's a book husband. I would say he is truly, out of all the different MMCs that I have read so far in this year journey of reading again, he's definitely number one book husband.
Yeah. One of mine for that would be when Reese is still waiting for Feyre to catch up on their relationship, and she says, "So I'm to be your huntress and thief," and he says, "You are my salvation, Feyre." And just
Mm.
oh,
Ah, that's a
and
cute
she doesn't
one.
even know yet that they're mates, and it's just so sweet.
Oh yeah, that Sam. Oh, he's good. I love when he
Mhm.
says, "There you are." Isn't that what he
Oh
says
yeah,
to
that
her?
too.
Oh,
There you are. I've been
yes.
looking for
Yes.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
and when you read the books, or when you're reading that, you don't understand the weight of that actual statement that he says.
Yeah.
Do you think at that moment he knows that she is who she is, or do you think he finds that out later after Under the Mountain, or during the Under the Mountain thing?
Yeah,
Do you think he's
I don't think he knows. I just think that he has that inkling because he even says to her, like, I think that even then, like, I was getting glimpses of you, and I think that's what that meant, but I didn't really know for sure until it hit me in the face.
it's
So,
good?
yeah.
Oh God, reset. He is good. I have to say he is good. Even
Mhm.
though he is definitely a giant red flag, 100% for us at
Totally.
this.
Yeah.
How about you, Anem? What line gets you out of all the books
Actually,
you've read?
I'm looking for it because I had so many. There is one particularly one which is has no smut.
Oh,
Take that and count. But
Wow.
look at how beautiful! It's so beautiful. He's such a morally great character in the way that he's a very on the sarcastic side, which is Once Upon a Broken Heart
Mm.
from
okay.
Stephanie Garber. And I'm going to look it up for you because it's so good. Give me one a seconds
Okay.
when I found it.
Hey,
Um,
but see, I've learned though something about myself as we've been going through this. I obviously like very much men that are very dirty. I've discovered in Giant Red Flags. Um, this has been my awakening today. Well, I think I've been knowing this since I said I'm on my villain era, but definitely the dirtier they are, the more I like them.
You know which one I really like too is I love Zayden from Fourth Wing, and Rebecca, you need to read
mhm.
these. And I see that Anem has the best guy's sweatshirt on. Um, but Zayden, pretty much everything. Oh, and you know what? I've decided he is somebody who I will defend in book court.
I'm so ready for his villain era.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
But he says,
There's no me without you.
there we go. There's that.
Oh,
There's my house, my chair, my woman. Oh, there's so many.
Yes.
He has a lot. He has a lot.
I'll
He
see.
has.
I have to read those.
Whew. Yeah, you do.
That's because
You
that's
have
gonna
to.
be
Hmm.
I think they said 5 books it's gonna be,
Yeah,
and 3 of them
we
are
call him
out.
yeah, we call him Zaddy Zayden.
Mm.
It's
I do have
so
him on.
great
I
that I
do have it on
can.
my TBR list. I just haven't
Yeah,
made it that far.
it's so
When are
good.
you gonna read it?
Tomorrow, you gonna read it tomorrow?
I have. I'm in. I have to do this. Look at this big giant thing I have happening. I have to read this
Oh yeah,
so I can understand more in our conquest of our Akatar deep
yeah,
dive. So
yeah.
far, it's good. I do like it.
Hmm.
I think it's because I like how Sarah writes.
Yeah.
I do like how she writes, and it's very for me, how she writes, it's a very easy read. Kind of like Laura
But
Thalassa.
isn't it crazy though how different of a setting Crescent City is? Like the magic
Yes.
systems, like it's so different. You don't expect it to be interconnected to our other series at all. And but that's what's
No,
happening.
because it's very like modern.
Yeah.
It's like a modern world, and yet Akatar's
And
more like you're in the past kind of thing.
yeah. And the story's kind of more like murder mystery and not so
It's
much like epic fantasy quest in the beginning.
it's interesting.
So it's different. Yeah.
Again, I was trying to explain a
I
little bit of it to my husband, and he's like, "That
She's funny.
doesn't make sense." He was saying to me. I said, "It does," and he's like, "No." I crack up because I try all the time to tell him about my books, but it never works.
never. No, it's not the same. That's why we like to have this account to find who
Yes,
buys with us.
yes.
Um, I found the quote. I
Okay.
found it. Sorry that it took so long. And it says, in the morning, you can forget it. You can't go back to pretending you don't like me. And I can't pretend I don't care. But for tonight, let me pretend that you're mine.
Ooh, swoon.
Isn't
Oh,
it cute?
That's
so
very swoon worthy.
cute. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
swoon. And what book is that one again? From what book is that
That's
from?
Once Upon a Broken Heart.
And those are young adult, right?
Those are young adult.
Yeah.
But it's the same. Like that's a good thing about the young adult grades is that they balance the lots of
Mhm.
smart with a lot of romance.
Yeah. And there's still like that tension, yearning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not so heavy on the smut parts. It's kind of like Twilight. I don't know. Like,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed Twilight when I was in high school, but it makes me wonder if I would enjoy it just as much now as I did
I don't
then.
know
I
if I
don't
would
know.
like it. Yeah, right?
I've only
Yeah.
watched the movies. I've never read the
Mm,
books because
yeah.
that I remember when they came out. I remember because up where I was from, there's the mall and there was the bookstore because I always loved
Mm,
going into the bookstore, but I wasn't really into that. That was more in my thriller era, is
hmm
what I was reading more so at that time. But I remember
Yeah.
they were up on behind the cashier and because they were
hmm
always the best sellers. But
Yeah.
that was during my murder kind, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the
Yeah.
type of books I was reading. And I was also into Janet Ivanovich, the Stephanie Plum series I was into.
Oh,
And now
I found
that
another
wouldn't
one
now that wouldn't do anything
from our
for me.
men.
Tell us.
Okay, so this is my favorite from Memnon, and it says, I guess you know what I'm going to say. He says, call me a monster, call me a devil, but you and I both know I will fucking shatter the rules for you, always for you.
Oh yeah. See,
Mm,
Wow.
Chelsea, this is why
hmm
you need to read Bewitched. You need
Yeah.
to meet Memnon because
hmm
he is and he's so dirty though in so many ways. That there is awesome. And then he does that one where he says he had been inside her more than all the stars in the sky. It's something
Oh,
like that, he says.
ooh,
Yeah. So when I'm telling you
I
okay.
remember that one, but
he's
he is
dirty.
good on that side. I
Oh yeah.
remember. Mm-hmm.
Heather
Wow.
told me she enjoyed it tremendously, and she said she caught herself like laughing out loud on different things because of their banter and stuff. So I think you will enjoy it a lot.
That's
So I
funny.
hope you get to reading that in the next couple
Yeah.
months so you can love Memnum like we do. But that
hmm
quote there that she said was absolutely, oh, he's so good. Memnum.
That's a killer quote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on my knees when they say something like that. Yeah, like,
Yep.
take
Now,
me. I'm yours.
Now, I'm also going to, now again, to our listeners, I'm going to put another question out there for you guys. Now, who is your most toxic but hot character? And what scene made you forgive everything?
Mm.
So we'll see if people respond to us. Send it to us in our DMs on Instagram and on TikTok, Two Girls, One TBR. And of course, look for our logo so that you know it's us. Now, the next part we're going to talk about morally gray or morally gone. This is our delusion discussion. Now, where is the line between complex or certifiable? real world ick versus fictional obsession fuel. Do we actually want redemption arcs? Now, if he's killed for her in all my books, because I don't think any of them in any of my books have been, again, been sweet and innocent. If he's killed for her, I'm swooning.
Yeah.
Such a
He's
giant red
cruel.
flag.
Yeah. He's cruel to everyone except her. That's love.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Would you like that in black and white art or full grayscale? How do you want it? What light? I'll make it.
Again, everything you make, chef's kiss. Absolutely perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you
Now,
so
Yeah.
much, babe.
now these are books, in my opinion, or our opinions, I should say, that cross the line, but we still stayed. Now this I did not stay. I DNF'd this. Now, out of everything I've read, now again, remember, all the books, they're murderous, they're not good people necessarily. But the one that crossed the line for me that I couldn't go back from was in Zodiac Academy. I didn't like the bully romance. I didn't like that how they acted in it, and I couldn't get beyond that for me. But I know you've read them, Anem. I know you've read Zodiac Academy. Did you ever finish the
Uh,
series or did you DNF?
I'm going to defend the series.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, but let
Because I
me
know she's read
say,
them.
let me
I
clarify.
want to hear it.
Let me,
I've been waiting for
yes,
somebody who likes Zodiac Academy. Please.
yes, let me explain this. Because, yes, the hardest book is the first one because of the bullying. But that book gives you so much feminine rage. And we are talking about FMCs that get heavily bullied, like really, really bad. I don't know how far you were if you like to
I
finish
made
the
I made it 8
full book.
chapters, girl. That's how far I made it, and then I DNF'd it.
Well, that's nothing compared to happening at the end of the book one. But it makes me so mad for like for them, and I just wanted to revenge so badly that I kept going. And after the second book, it gets so much better because they indeed get their revenge, and they got this man on their knees begging for them. And I was like, "Heh, yes, that's what we needed to do." Um, but it's a long series, really, really
Is it
long
Mhm.
series.
is it 9 books or
It's
7 books?
it's it's a completed series with 9 books, and it has also complemented novellas from different situations that happens through the series. That instead of like putting into the main story, like they make the novellas and put it aside if you want to read it. It doesn't affect the story because it is mentioned into the series, but like just vaguely like parties or special like situations that happen
Mhm.
or different points of view also. um I really like the diversity. It has everything for everyone, any characters that you might like. It is also at the same time so funny. It's very, very funny with the characters, situations, also um how you get to hate the characters and then you ending up loving them the way that
Mm.
they redeem themselves. So you may hate it at the first time, but there's, I'm not gonna say there's no justification for bullying, but there is a reason behind them and they pay for it, which is
Maybe
what we
one
want at the end.
maybe one day I will attempt it again. I still have book 1. I have it. It's sitting on my shelf.
Hmm.
So maybe one day I will dip my toe back into it and
Mhm.
and see. But did you finish the whole entire series? Have you read all of it already?
That's the whole thing. See, because the last books 6 through 9, they are like almost 1,000
Oh
pages
yeah,
each,
they're thick.
and is so much suffering. I'm telling you, I haven't read so like well no but that's one of the most emotional damaging series that I've read. So much that I had to take a break. I was like, no, I can't handle so much suffering. It's too much.
Now, are you going to read the other books that are in that universe? Isn't there the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac and
I did the
you did
Ruthless
read those?
Boys.
You did read those ones?
Yes,
And now,
yes,
were
I
they
did.
as heavy as Zodiac Academy, or did it have a different vibe to it for you?
No, no, they have totally different vibes. They are most like completed. Most of their series is in the same world of Solaria. The Ruthless Boys is also at the same time in the same world. It happens 5 years before Zodiac. So there's
Okay.
little cameos between both series. So you see the Ruthless Boys on Zodiac and Zodiac on the Ruthless Boys, two different academies. That one is why I choose. And the FMC is looking to resolve a murder mystery, and she fell in love with four kings that rules the school.
And then there's a new one that's in that world too that they did. Is it
Echo
something
Fourth?
that? But what was the first one? Because that's book 2. Is it Never Keep?
Never keep,
Never
never
Keep.
keep.
Because now
Hmm.
I've heard polarizing statements with uh that series too. People either absolutely loved it or people did not like it either. I don't know if it's just the authors, the way they write, if it's something with that is so polarizing for people. But I've heard the same kind of arguments though with people with ACOTAR. It still surprises me how there are
Hmm.
people out there that do not like ACOTAR. And that's very surprising because
I don't get
I
it.
think it's very good. But the one lady that we have that's in our little book group, she absolutely does not like ACOTAR. She hated it.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't understand. There is
I thought
people
it was
who
weird.
also doesn't like Throne of Glass, and that's like,
Love.
but
Yeah.
we are here. We are here to. We don't judge. We
N-
Mhm.
don't.
uh, But now I haven't read Throne of Glass yet, and see now I've heard like the statements of either people tend to like ACOTAR more or they like Throne of Glass more. Uh, but then again, I've only read ACOTAR. Now I'm into Crescent City and I really like
So,
it.
you
I'm assuming
know,
I'll like it.
well, you know how I was saying that like Crescent City is so different from Akatar, right? Well, like Throne of Glass is also very different. And Throne of Glass has a lot less, I would say a lot less smut. It's a lot
Hmm.
more
And
like,
romance.
yeah, there's a lot less of that and it's a lot more like epic fantasy. Whereas Akatar is like a mix of both. Crescent City, it's kind of like murder mystery, fantasy. It's got a lot of different things going on. So I don't know, they're just different. That's why like it's too hard to compare them. They're just good in their own way. They're not in the same category though.
Do you feel the
For
same?
every taste.
Now,
Mhm.
do you think that is the same case with the Twisted Sisters with their different books that they have in that world, like Zodiac Academy, the Ruthless Boys? Do you think they all have a different vibe, or do they all feel the same? Since you've read several of them now.
No, they have totally different vibes. Depends of what you're looking for. She resonate. The Twisted Sister resonates a lot because they offer a lot of variety and very complex characters and plots that really, and it's so dark at the same time that keeps you hooked the entire time.
I might
It's
have.
totally different that you can find on other books, and they are total. Yeah, it's totally different.
I know, and then they have, I think, another one they just released. It was some other type of book.
They have a lot of books. They
They
have like 50 books.
It's 2 sisters. That's why they call them the Twisted Sisters, and they write
Mm-hmm.
in like, when you're looking at Zodiac Academy, I think one sister wrote one of the sisters and the other one wrote the other sister, and it just I don't know. I might have to try it again. Maybe one day
You
I'll
don't feel the
try
difference. Yeah, you just need to survive book one.
book 1, and then for the rest are,
Hmm.
maybe one day I might do it.
It gets better, and they make them pay, and that's what I was for, and they didn't.
Now how about
It's
you,
kind of
Chelsea?
like it's kind of like having to read Your Plated Prisoner. You have to get through those first few books.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
'cause
Yeah.
gotta give
One of
Zodiac
the
Academy a chance. Yeah.
'Cause that is something that I've seen, like, a lot of different people. Because I have recommended Plated Prisoner anytime, I mean, I've recommended a lot, and I've had people come in and they're like, "Oh, I DNF'd the first book." And I'm like,
Yeah.
now to me, I thought the first book was very good. I didn't have any thoughts of wanting to DNF it. But there's people I'm like, it's a lot of world building. That is truly what
And
book 1
well,
is.
and trigger too.
Yeah,
Like it is
Trigger, and
it is
we
heavy.
dark.
didn't see the MNC at the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
It
That is
takes a
true.
long time to meet
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
And so like different people that I have talked to, and I'm like, just try it. Go, once you finish it,
Mhm.
book two's different. And then as you go with the series, you'll understand once you get into it. But I guess I understand kind of in that way because
Yeah.
I see it differently. I guess people who love Zodiac Academy see it the same
It's
way I
same
see
case. Same case.
Plated Peasana series. Now, how about you, Chelsea? What is a series that what
Cross
is
the
it for you?
line.
Mhm.
So and Haunting Adeline, those were hard for me to read, like I said earlier, because they were my first time going into dark romance, and I don't think I was ready for it. So
Yeah.
that kind of had crossed a line for me in the beginning, but then I got past it pretty quick. Then this current series that I'm reading, which is the Lycora, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Wolves series. In the very beginning ish, there is kind of like a bully humiliation moment, and those are really hard for me to read and get through. So I didn't like that. But it is a dark romantasy, and so I had to tell myself that, like, push through, let's see what happens next. And now I'm hooked. Like, it's so good. Um, and he becomes, like, so devoted to her, so it's like, I understand the bully humiliation moment now that I pushed through and kept going.
Now is it a series or is it,
Yes.
what is the name of the is that what the name of the first book is, or is that just the name
So
of the
no, so
series?
that's the name of the series. The first book is A Clash of Villains,
Oh.
and then I got to read the arc. I was so excited.
Hmm.
It's my first arc. It was A Bond of Villains, and that just came out on the 31st. And the story's just good. I know that, though, there's a 3rd book coming, and so I have a feeling I only have, like, 20 minutes left in the book, my Kindle says, and I don't wanna finish it because I know it's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Oh.
I'm so scared.
When
But yeah,
when
so it
does
is
the next book come out?
the 3rd one. I don't think she's released a date yet, but there's gonna be a
Oh.
novella too in between that she
Oh, so
just
I see that.
announced.
I think that's one
Yeah.
of the worst things is when you get to a book and then it ends in a cliffhanger and it's gonna be like a year
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough with a lot of the books that I've been reading. A lot of the
Mhm.
books are out, you know what I mean? Besides, uh, Anathema and Eldridge, because now I have to wait because the way
Mhm.
Eldridge ends, there I have so many questions and so many thoughts of what's going to happen. But now
Yeah.
I have to
mhm.
wait that whole year. I think that's absolutely the hardest part is having to wait and have those
Yeah.
cliffhangers. This is why I haven't
Yeah.
read Fourth Wing because every all of you have told me that every book ends in a cliffhanger. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of waiting until she has all of them out and then read them all at one
Yeah.
time because I don't know if I want to deal with the cliffhangers
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
all are
I don't
dealing with.
blame you. And I feel like I re-listened to them too. So now I've got them on graphic audio and I'm
Me
going to
too.
re-listen to them before, and it's like it's going to take up so much time away from me actually getting to books on my TBR because I'm having to reread to be ready for the next one.
Now, when you listen to your graphic audio, do you
Mhm.
listen to it when you're, like, driving to work and stuff like that so that
Yeah.
you get that time to read?
Yeah.
Now because of what you do and that, are you allowed to have time that, like, when nothing's going on, can you listen to stuff, or do you have to be, focused at all times?
I
Because you have long
could, but
shifts.
yeah. So we have downtime, but that's when I prefer an actual um hard copy, like of a
Mhm,
book. I'd rather have that there because we have to listen to so much going on in the room that if I'm adding a headphone for an audiobook to that, it's like that's too much. It's too much like stimulation.
mhm.
So I'd rather just have a book. But yeah, technically I could.
Hmm. I could
Yeah.
see what you're saying. That would be a lot
Yeah.
with everything
Hmm.
going around and plus having that kinda sound.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's what you're picking. What are you picking in them? What would
Yeah.
you say? what is your what book crossed the line for you that you stayed, but it's still, or maybe not stayed?
Well, now that you mentioned Reign of Shadows and Ending, that episode under the table was insane, totally insane for me. I stayed. I finished the first book, but that scene was so disturbing. It was
The
so
whole
humiliating.
the whole series is very
The whole
disturbing.
series.
Yes.
And Theon is so disturbing.
Yeah, he loves her. I do
I
believe truly
understand
he
him.
loves her. I understand him. I agree.
I mean, kinda, because he's totally far and beyond obsessive.
Oh,
But
Chelsea, when you get to him, you will see obsession like you've never seen, because the way he has to be with Tessa, and then he has to live up to a level of expectation, I guess you would say, with his father. So he has to be even more. If that makes
mhm,
sense? But
Okay.
the reason that you'll get to the moment and you'll see it where he makes her sit on the floor, and eat on the floor, and that all would he have done this if his dad was not there? No. I don't think
Okay.
he would have made her do that.
no.
But it's all about control. There's a lot of
Okay.
it's control, and he has to have control over her. But her dad, or I'm not saying her dad, his dad is so much worse. He
So
is
kind of like
absolutely horrible.
Sade.
or even kind of like when Reese tells Feyre when we go under in like to the Court of Nightmares how they have to put on this show, but he's able to at least give her a warning, whereas it sounds like in yours like there's no warning.
Well,
Theon didn't give a warning.
Yeah,
It was
see.
kind of like under pressure
yeah.
Yeah.
situation.
Well,
Okay.
a lot of it though, but some of the stuff that does happen, I'm not saying that Tessa's at fault for what happens to her and a lot of things, but
Oh yes.
if she would just listen and would
Hmm.
understand if she did what she should do, like what he's trying to tell her, he's trying to help her, because he cannot control the situations because his dad is above him, I guess you want to say, in the hierarchy. So he has to prove himself a lot to his dad, and he has to fall in line. And
Okay.
if she would listen, and he tells her, please be good, don't do these things, but she's very headstrong. She's not happy about the situation she's in because she didn't want to be in the situation at all. Again, I would have been perfectly fine in that situation when he put the diamond necklace on her. I would have been fine. I could have been Tessa. I would have been
I would have been a
sure.
good girl.
I would have been a good girl. I would have done exactly what he told me to do. I would have been fine. But Tessa does not. And
It's a bad combination
yes. And then you
because
throw,
he is totally controlling.
absolutely.
Plus, she is not smart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
It's
she does a lot of
emotionally
things.
smart.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not dumb. It's just like, you know that you are like in very dangerous situation. He is trying to, not gonna say like save you, but like trying to handle the situation the best as he can, and she doesn't listen. She
And
wants
you
to do her way.
get so mad at her because, again, I told
Oh
you,
yes.
every one of them in that book, they're all morally gray. She is not, like I said, she's not sunshine and roses. She is difficult, and he has a lot of difficulty with her, and he tries to get her to understand it. And then you throw Luca, that's the other guy that's in there. You throw him in the mix, and she doesn't want to listen to him either. And he's trying to get her to understand. And it's so good. You have to read it.
Yeah,
It is
I'm
an
already annoyed
ama-
with her, so I haven't
oh
even read it yet, and I'm already annoyed.
you will be
Will
annoyed
you
with
read
Tessa.
it?
Oh, she will be annoyed with Tessa, and I cannot wait for you to read it so you can tell me how annoyed you are with her.
Yeah.
But yet you like her in so many ways, but yet you're very annoyed with her. So I look forward to
Okay.
you reading that. Now,
Yeah.
and how about, let's see here. Now, one other thing I'm going to ask again to our audience. I'm just throwing these questions out there, so please, send us a DM. When did a book boyfriend finally go too far, even for you? Let us know. Write us in our DMs so that we can share if anybody decides to let us know these little details, and then we can talk about it in our next episode. So this has been fun, girls. I've enjoyed
Yeah.
this. Adem, have you enjoyed
Yes, it was.
doing this?
Yes, yes, it was really good. I didn't know what to expect really, but I'm having fun.
It is super fun. I enjoy talking to you girls and talking about our books. So now next week, uh, Chelsea and I will be back together again. We have another ACOTAR miniseries episode coming up. It's going to be the one with the night court politics, allies, and hidden agendas. We're diving into the hidden agendas, morally gray alliances, and fan theories that make Perithian a playground of secrets, power, and chaos. But if this episode made you question your alliances in the best possible way, please hit follow and subscribe to us so you don't miss any of the chaos.
Tag us in your takes on Draken and Miriam, Jurian, Vasa, or the Mortal Queens at 2girls1TBR. We live for your fan theories.
And if you want to see your favorite night court characters or any other book characters, you can tag me or look for me, Twisted Dreamland, and I'll make the chaos beautiful.
And please, again, subscribe to us at 2girls1TBR wherever you get your podcasts, because we are everywhere now, girls. We are on Spotify, Audible,
Woo!
Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, and YouTube podcasts. And of course, come and watch the chaos unfold on our YouTube channel. So please like on us and subscribe to us because we would like to see our numbers grow. Right now, girls, we are at 32 followers on YouTube.
Good.
But so remember, girls, keep your books filthy.
And your TBR unhinged.
Render in 4K sense.
Good night, book babes.
Good night.
Bye.